are you? How are you? How are you? I am loving my curl definition. Yes, yes, yes. And I'm gonna wait for some of y'all to get here so that we can get started on tonight's episode. How are you guys? It has been a little bit of time since I've been here. We've had to move RHR a few times just because the holidays happened and I was out of town a couple times and all sorts of things. And so I just wanted to come to you guys today because I am in love with this curl definition. Can y'all see this? Do y'all see these curls? Come on, girls. Yes. Thank you for the welcome back. I am so happy to be back. I missed you guys so very much. And I'm really excited about tonight's episode because we're going to be talking about how you can get these same super defined curls. If you want to get your curls like this, let me know because I got 3 tips for you. 3 tips on how to get your curls defined. And guess what? Guess what, y'all? I haven't even really done anything to my hair. I just washed it maybe an hour or so ago. And I did what I'm going to tell you to do to get these same sort of curls. So if you really want that really like high shine, very curled look without having to do twist outs and all that sort of stuff, I'm going to show you exactly what to do. I haven't even styled my hair up, y'all. Like I literally washed my hair, put it in my t-shirt towel, and got on camera. And it's pretty much dry now. But yeah. So if you are OG, say what's up. If you are a newbie, say what's up as well. We are so thrilled to have you here today. If you are unfamiliar with me or you're like, who is this chick? My name is Gwen Jameer. I am the CEO and founder of Naturalicious, where we create time-saving beauty solutions that are especially created to help you eliminate the time, frustration, and expense that you have when it comes to your beauty, specifically when it comes to your hair. I am the first African-American woman to own a patent on a natural hair care product, and I come on here almost every single week to help you make your hair journey a lot easier, smoother, and less frustrating. And that is what Real Hair Revelations is all about. If you are new to Real Hair Revelations, let me give you just a little bit of a caveat. Real Hair Revelations is a brand agnostic show, okay? I own Naturalicious, and I will not lie. Of course, I would love for you to buy Naturalicious. However, if you choose not to buy Naturalicious, this information is still going to be relevant to you regardless of which brand it is that you use. Now, you may achieve better results with Naturalicious, but you will still get good results by using these tips regardless of the brand that you choose to use, okay? I am so excited. And hey, Rosalind, who says she washed her hair in just 30 minutes with our products, which is what I'm talking about, Rosalind. I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you so much. We got so many people on right now. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Robin. Tamicia is asking when the t-shirt towels will be back in stock. I'm so excited to tell you guys they'll be back in stock in about 2 weeks. So t-shirt towels will be back in. I may have heard that there may be a special that includes the gel and the t-shirt towels. I may have heard that. I may not have heard that. I'm just saying that's the word on the street. So for those of you who've been wanting t-shirt towels, the towels will be back in stock very, very soon, around the same time as the gel will be dropping. So that's going to be dope. I'm so excited that you guys are so pumped about the gel. Hey, Adina, let me say my hellos to everybody before we get started. It's so many of y'all. I want to make sure I don't miss nobody because I want to say what's up. Hey, Eleanor. Hello, Kim, Eva, and John. Hey, John. We got a brother today. Hey, Jalalia, Audrey, and Mary, and Brenda, and Cassandra. Kim, Eva already said you guys. Valika, hey girl. Hey Kathy, hey Alice. What's up? Renee, thank you. I'm glad you like my hair today, girl. I'm kind of feeling it myself. Danita's here. Hello, Danita. She always comes through. Thank you for saying my curls are popping, Eva. Hey, Jewel. Hi, Erica. How are you, beautiful? Hello, Donna, Renee. Let's see who else we have here. Lee, Donna, Tamicia, Valika. I mentioned you. Anna, Alice, Susan, Brenda, Serena. Hey, Serena. How are you? You're in LA, right, Serena? if I'm not mistaken. Remind me if you're in LA. Nikki, let's see, Roslyn, who else? Tracy, Robin. I think I got everybody. Patricia, hey, Patricia. What's up, girl? I saw you posting in the nation. Anita, Yosetta, hello, my dear. Hello. Sharon, hey, Adina, my Detroit D girl. Let's see who else. Melinda. And I think Tangi, Margie, Apostle Sheila, Marion. Thank you guys. I'm so glad you guys love my curls. I'm so glad. Make sure you share this with all of your people. Make sure you share this live, because sharing is caring. And we want everybody to have super defined curls effortlessly, right? And so I'm gonna show y'all how to do that in just a minute. But I gotta say what's up to all my people first. Let's see, Patricia, Katrina, Bridget. Oh my goodness, who else? Elle. Hey, Elle. I see some new names here. Linda and Latanya, Annette, Jackie, Lillian, Patrice. I think I got them all. At least everybody who said what's up. It's a whole lot more people who are on versus those who said what's up. But hey, everybody. Hello, Jaquita and Lillian. Okay, I got to get started, y'all. So, what I want to tell you... Oh, yay! Thanks, Yosetta. Yeah, I try to make sure I say people's names right, because I don't like when people get my name wrong. So, listen, I'm going to tell you guys, defining your curls is not super difficult. It is challenging because a lot of times you guys have been looking at these blogs and they've been giving y'all all this misinformation and confusion, and y'all just like, my curls don't define. I have 4C hair. I don't have curls. That's a lie. You absolutely do have curls, and I'm going to show you how you get that. Now, let me tell you something about my hair. I have 4B/4C hair. Up in here is my 4C hair. Around here is like my 4B, okay? So up in here is a 4C, around here is a 4B. People tell me all the time, though. They'll say, she ain't got no 4C hair. That ain't no 4C. How you gonna tell me what kind of hair I have? I've had this hair my entire life. I have 4C hair. But like most people, I do have multiple textures. Like most of you, a lot of you will say, I don't know what to do for my hair because I have multiple textures. Well, I did a whole Real Hair Revelations on that a little while ago. If you missed it, make sure you go to our YouTube channel and you can look it up. And you'll find a whole hour-long, 30 minutes or hour-long talk on how to deal with multiple textures. But it is not uncommon. It is actually more uncommon to have only one texture of curly hair if you're someone with curly hair than it is to be someone with multiple textures. So if you are one of my multi-texture beauties, you are in extremely good company. Do not feel as though you are a misnomer or an anomaly, okay? Danielle, real quick, is asking when your products will be back in stock. We don't have anything out of stock right now, Danielle, except for the t-shirt towels, and those will be back in stock in 2 weeks, okay? Everything else is in stock. All right, so 3 tips for defining your curls. First of all, number 1, write this down, y'all. Water is your friend. It is very difficult to achieve. Well, first of all, before we get to that, first of all, make sure that you have had a trim lately, okay? And when I say lately, that's a very broad term. Make sure you've had a trim when you need it, because as I always say, the look of your hair, and that includes your curl definition and curl pattern, lies in how those ends look. If those ends are old and raggedy and split up, you're gonna have a really hard time defining your curl. If you really think about it, the look of the hair lies in the ends, and if you happen to have your hair like in an updo, it also lies in the roots. But everything else is kind of filler. So think about if you had like a really amazing twist out and then the ends were like raggedy, your whole head would look a mess, right? You would be like, oh my gosh, my hair looks terrible. Even though the rest of your curl may be really defined and beautiful, if those ends look messed up, it's gonna look like trash, right? So first thing is make sure that you've had a trim at a time when you definitely needed it. Okay, if you haven't had a trim in a while, make sure you go and get a trim. Please get a trim, not a cut, unless you want to cut. If you want to cut, by all means get a cut. But most of you want a trim, so make sure you're going to someone who's going to trim your ends and just get rid of the split ends. Once those split ends are gone, then we can move into what I'm about to tell y'all. All right, number 1, water is your friend. Water is the most moisturizing thing you can ever put on your hair. Ever, 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 ever. Water is not drying. Water is not, the problem is that a lot of times we are washing our hair with products that are not advantageous to our hair type, to our curl pattern, right? And so a lot of times people think that water is causing their hair to be dry and brittle, when in fact it's usually the product that they're using along with the water. If you just put water straight on your hair, generally it's very, 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 very unusual for your hair with just water alone to be hard and brittle because of the water. Because water is super moisturizing. I mean, water is literally wet, right? And so, yes, water is life. Water is the life blood of almost every living organism, if you think about it, right? Almost everything needs water in order to thrive. And so we do the same thing. I hear people who look like us always say, my hair, I got good hair. My hair curl up when it's wet. That's true. You do have good hair, but it's not because your hair curls up when it's wet. Your hair should curl up when it's wet, right? But our hair curls up because it is moisturized. And what really amazing moisturizers do is combine water with other incredible ingredients to retain that moisture level in your hair. So you know how it is when you go swimming or when you wash your hair or whatever, you first get out the shower and you're like, oh, my hair's so curly, but then it dries and it evaporates and then your hair feels hard. That's not the water that's doing that. That's generally because you need to add something else to your hair to help that moisture level be retained. That's not the water doing that. That's those products that you're using or not using, okay? So first of all, you want to make sure that you stay away from sulfates. We've talked about this several times in the past, but I know some of you are newbies, so I'll just kind of recap real quick. Sulfates are those ingredients that are in a lot of hair products or beauty products in general that cause suds, okay? They cause suds, and suds, we've been kind of conditioned as a society, as humans, to think that the more sudsy a product is, the more defined, the cleaner it's getting your hair. But I will tell you, the same sulfates, the same ingredients that are in a lot of hair products are the same ingredients that are found in Dawn dish detergent and the same ingredients that are found in Tide laundry detergent, right? And they're at the same level of ingredients. So they're like the first or second ingredient in all three of those products. So if you wouldn't wash your hair with Tide or Dawn, I'm gonna need you not to wash your hair with sulfates. That's just how it goes, okay? It is not helping your hair at all to wash your hair with products that sud up if they have sulfates in them. It's actually stripping your hair of all of its natural oils that it desperately needs in order to get that curl definition. So if you're washing your hair with a product that suds up, make sure you check the ingredient list to make sure that sulfates are nowhere on the list. It will literally say like sodium lauryl sulfate or something like that, or it'll just say sulfate itself. For the most part, there are some exceptions to the rule, but for those of you who are not trying to go back to school and be a chemist, the general rule is to stay away from sulfates. Okay, so that's the first thing, and that's just kind of like tip 1A, right? I haven't even got to the full tip yet. All right, so the next thing is to make sure that you are using water on your hair to define your curl. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to do a live experiment. Okay, I'm going to take my hair and I'm going to put it up. And I'm going to move this back part out the way because I want you to see how curls get defined easily when you do these things. Okay, so I'm just going to move my hair out bun, put this part in a bun. All right, so I'm going to take this part of my hair and I'm gonna get rid of the curl. I'm gonna comb through it and I'm gonna make it no curl definition whatsoever. Okay? So there, this is what we're working with now. Okay? Notice the difference? This is defined, undefined. Okay? So I basically combed my curls out with my fingers. And again, if you haven't invited your friends to watch, make sure that you press that share button and invite all your people, okay? So here's where we're at. This is my defined curls, which I came on camera with. This is undefined. I'm doing this live for you guys. First thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you are wetting your hair with water. So even if you are washing your hair, let's say you just washed your hair and you're like, okay, I want to define my curls. I want my curls to be really springy and shiny and all of that. The first thing you need to do is make sure that you re-wet your hair, okay? So I'm going to use this sprayer to wet my hair. Now, I'm not going to make it soaking wet, but I am going to dampen it enough where I can tell that my hair is wet. And notice I also just sprayed my root because we want our curls to go from root to tip. We don't want our curls to stop here, right? We want our curls to be from root to tip. So you make sure that you wet that entire length of your hair, okay? So I just wet that. So notice that it started, remember it was like here, it was kind of, you know, kind of like this, but a little less, I don't know, less shiny. So I wet that. So tip 1 is make sure that your hair is wet, damp, however, whatever you want to say. In this case, it's going to be damp, okay? The next tip that you want to make sure that you do when you are going to try and define your curls is you want to use an excellent moisturizer. So I'm using the Naturalicious Moisture Infusion Styling Cream to do this. Remember, I just mentioned that moisture or water is the life of your hair. So I just sprayed my hair with water, but like water does, it's going to evaporate. So again, like I was mentioning earlier, a lot of people tend to think that water is drying. Water is not drying. Water is like your best friend. However, as water does and as water should do, it's going to evaporate. So what your job is to add other really amazing ingredients in the form of moisture into your hair so that that moisture level is retained. And how to know if your moisturizer is on point is if you, one, make sure that look at the ingredient list, okay, on the back. This is the ingredient list. Y'all see that? It's kind of shiny, kind of bright. But you want to make sure you look at the ingredient list. What's on the front of this label is all BS. And I'm not saying it's BS in a bad way. What I'm saying is that this is all marketing. This is all marketing. And not just for Naturalicious, this is for every brand, right? Everything on the front of the label is there to sell you so that you pick it up off the shelf or you buy it off the website and you get it home and you try it. That is the whole purpose of the front of the label, okay? And I will say this as a brand owner and also in a previous life, I was a marketer for Ford Motor Company. The front of the label is all marketing. The back of the label is where the truth lies. The back of the label will tell you what's in the product. So on the front of the label, they can tell you that it's safe, that it's healthy, that is, you know, natural, that's organic, that's all these great things. But it could have formaldehyde in it. It could have ammonium in it. It could have all this stuff in it that you would never know because the front of the label is very little of the front of the label is regulated by the government. The back of the label is, however. And so before you buy that product, before you spend your money and waste your time and get frustrated and all that stuff that I know that you've experienced before, I need you to check those ingredients. Make sure that water is the very first ingredient. Very, very first ingredient. Not number 2, not number 5, not number 7, number 1. Because again, water is the most moisturizing thing you can ever put on your hair. So again, what good moisturizers do is they combine water as the first ingredient, because what's first on the list is what it's mostly made out of, right? Water with other amazing ingredients to help that moisture level be retained in your hair. So I've already sprayed my hair with the water, and because I just dampened it, it's starting to dry out a little bit because I've been talking. So I'm gonna spray it again, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put some of the Moisture Infusion Styling Cream on my hair. Regardless of what type of style you are creating, whether you are doing a braid out, a twist out, a wash and go, whatever it is, even if you're doing a protective style where you're adding in additional hair, you want to make sure that you moisturize your hair first before anything else. Lack of adequate moisture is the #1 issue for almost all of your hair problems. So if you're feeling like your hair is dry, if you feel like your hair isn't growing, if you feel like your hair is breaking, like it's brittle, like it's shedding too much, all those are related to lack of adequate moisture. Look how my curls have already started to kind of come in after I put the moisturizer on. I haven't even done anything else yet. So this is tip number 2. Y'all see this? Like they're coming in. See? I haven't even done anything else. I haven't even got to tip number 3 yet, right? So again, number 1 is water. Number 2 is moisture. Make sure you are using a good moisturizer. At Naturalicious, we have the Moisture Infusion Styling Cream. It comes in 3 different sizes. This is the 8-ounce size. It also comes in a 2-ounce travel sample size. It comes in a 4-ounce size, and it comes in the 8-ounce size. And I told y'all, for all of you OGs, I told y'all around Christmas time, we gonna try to work on the 32-ounce for y'all for Christmas. So that's coming too. But anyway, in the meantime, in between time, you want to make sure you are moisturizing these curls, okay? Same thing on your head. All right, so this is tip 2. Water number 1, moisturizer number 2. Make sure it's a good moisturizer. Number 3, and this is where like the magic comes in, so to speak. All right, you're going to take, this is the gel. This is the Dramatic Definition gel. All right. This is what the jar looks like, you guys. It's coming on Monday. Pre-sale start on Monday. All right. So I'm going to take the gel. And I am going to take a little bit of it. I just love the texture of this gel, y'all. I just really do. It's just so like, oh my goodness. It's so nice and light and not super heavy. And that's what you want. So even if you aren't using the Dramatic Definition gel, you want to make sure whatever gel you're using is not a hard gel. You do not want your hair to be hard, right? You want your hair to be soft and have movement and all of that. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of the gel and I'm going to take a section of this hair that I'm working on and I'm just going to run it across. Yes, it's just like honey. All right. Look at that. Look at that. Y'all see that come in? Y'all see that? Did y'all see that? Did y'all just see that? Did y'all just see that? I just rubbed it on and it bounced up. It was like boom, boom, done. Boom, done. Look at that. Okay. That wasn't even what I was going to tell y'all to do. What I was going to tell y'all to do, though, was to then start to finger coil around. Okay? And this is how I define my curls. See that? Now look at the difference between this and this. Look at this. Crazy, right? And then you just let it air dry. And something really cool about this is that because for those of you for you shrinkage haters, for those of you who hate shrinkage, because it's a gel and it's a non-tacky gel, it actually will help to weigh down a little bit so that your shrinkage is not so that your hair doesn't shrink up so much. Look at that. I mean, really. I mean, seriously. Come on now. I can't. I just love it. I just love it. It's crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. Lisa, pre-sales start on Monday. Orders will ship the week of July 29th. All right. Now remember, I've already wet my hair, dampened my hair. I've already put my moisturizer on. Now this is defining the curl. And notice when I do it, I take the gel and I run it across all the way down. Okay? And then I get up in the root. See how I'm up in the root? And then I just finger coil it. And I let go. And that's it. And I let it air dry. And it's going to air dry just like this because the gel is strong enough to hold. But and those of you who have already tried it are going to, those of you who have tried it, I know Eva's tried it, Adina's tried it, LaDawn, I don't know if LaDawn is on tonight, Renee, who else? Erica, Vicky, I think tried it too. So a lot of people who have already tried it are on here tonight, and they can tell you like it's a soft hold. It's strong enough to hold your curls in place and define them, but soft enough so you still have movement. Like, see, look. Like, my hair's not hard at all. Okay, so I'm taking some more. Again, this is Siobhan tried it too. Is she on tonight? This is a Dramatic Definition gel. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see because the light's so bright. But you can totally see the difference in this hair, which I have done nothing. I haven't put any gel on. And this. Yes, it does work for longer hair. Diana, my hair actually, in the back, it actually comes down to my bra strap. And I use it on my hair. Now, when it's curly, I have like super shrinkage, so it doesn't, it's not that long when I have it curly. But yeah, when I have it straight, it comes to my bra strap in the back. And yes, it definitely works on longer, shorter hair. It doesn't matter what length of hair you have. It works so well. Yes, Carol has used it too. Carol's on. Hey, Carol. Look at that. And as you can see, it's not taking me any sort of like long period of time either to do this. You can do bigger sections if you like to, but I like to do the smaller sections because I just like how the smaller sections come out. So you guys may be wondering, like, why are we doing a pre-sale for the gel instead of just like just shipping it out? And the reason is that we need to know how many we're going to have to prepare, right? Because if we just launch it, it's going to be a situation where we make so many and it ain't going to be enough. So by doing pre-sales, it allows us to know how many or approximately how many we should expect before it goes on sale for the general public. Okay, so that's why we're doing the pre-sale. Last time we did a new product, which was a couple years ago, we did the same thing, and it makes all the difference, you guys, because as much as you might be excited about the product coming out, you're gonna be really upset if you place your order and there's none available for you because they sold out. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we do pre-sales, so that way we'll know. Okay, and also we do that so that the people who have been down with us, because not everybody gets the pre-sale offer, right? The people who have been down with us, the people who have been in the nation, the people who have been riding with us, who have bought our products before, who have left us reviews, who have evangelized for us, for their friends, and told people about us, we give them first dibs. And so by doing pre-sales, it basically secures your jar before everybody else gets it. So that's another reason why we do pre-sales, to make sure that those folks who have been really, again, those folks who have been the OGs and been paying attention and just loving us and supporting us all the time, they actually get first dibs and don't have to worry about something selling out and then gotta wait till it gets back in stock. Because to be honest, you guys, when it comes to a production standpoint, things can take 6 to 8 weeks just to produce a huge batch of products. And I know y'all don't want to be waiting 6 to 8 weeks. So that's another reason why we do it. Yes, look at this. And look, these are the curls that I did. This is the curl hair that was just washed. It had nothing done to it, right? So those curls, when I first got on, y'all was like, your curls is popping. And they were popping. But in comparison to this with the gel, it's like night and day. Night and day. When I think about you night and day, I think about you. Am I dating myself by singing I'll Be Sure? All right, anyway. But look at this difference. Huge difference, guys. Denise says, how long will the gel last for your particular style? So the thing, Denise, oh my goodness, and I'm telling you, I know Eva and everybody else, and even Ebony, I've been so happy for Ebony because she's been like trying to get her curls defined for a long time, and she was one of the gel testers, and I saw her posting, and I just, like, her curls were so beautiful, and I was just like, yes, Ebony, yes. But to answer your question, Denise, I actually do my wash and goes with the gel now. And I also do my twist outs with it, and it lasts me an entire week from the time that I do it to the time it's time for me to wash my hair. And to be honest, it actually lasts longer because this, y'all, don't judge me, but I always tell you, wash your hair every 7 to 10 days. I've been knee deep in preparing for this gel launch, and you guys know we launched in Ulta as well. So I have been working, and we moved into a new building. So we moved from 1,000 square feet to 3,700 square feet. So we got everybody under one roof now. It's just a lot of moving parts right now. And I had not washed my hair. It had been like 12 days, maybe 14 since I had washed my hair. And my hair was still like, looking really, really good. Despite the fact that I hadn't even washed it. So yeah, it will last the entire time. And you don't have to take my word for it. There are several people here who have used the gel who can attest to it as well. Hey, Tim. What's up, Tim? Thank you, Christy. I'm glad you like it. I saw Serena ask a question about dampening your hair, and I think I saw some of you responding to it, but I want to make sure I address it. Serena said, for us with totally 4C hair, when applying the gel, do we need to apply it on drenched or damp hair? So, Serena, what I was saying is that as long as your hair has some level of water moisture to it, so you can dampen your hair, you don't have to do it soaking wet. I actually prefer to do it on damp hair rather than soaking wet hair. It'll just dry faster just because your hair is already like it's not like fully drenched. But you can do it on drenched hair. I have done it on drenched hair, and it just takes a little bit longer to dry just because your hair is drenched. So I prefer to wash my hair, put the t-shirt towel on, and then let it soak up most of the moisture, and then go ahead and do this process. So since I didn't wet this section, I'm gonna just go ahead and wet this section. Doris says, hey Gwen, I love the Afterpay option. I can afford more products. Yay, Doris, I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm going to go ahead and comb this out. And for those of you who are just now joining, who may have missed when I first started doing this demonstration, I want you to see the difference between these curls and this. All right? And I'm going to do this demonstration all over again on this side of my hair. I'm just going to wet it, dampen it with my water. So these are the 3 tips, again, for those of you who missed them. 3 tips. First of all is to wet your hair. Dampen it with water. Water is your best friend. Step number 2, tip 2, is to use a water-based moisturizer like the Naturalicious Moisture Infusion Styling Cream. You're going to take a little bit. Depending on the brand that you use, you may have to use more or less. If you're using Naturalicious, a little dab will do ya. You don't need a whole lot. Okay? And you can see the curls starting to form even with just the moisturizer. So this is why water and moisture is so important. All right, this is why it's so vital and so key, because you see how the moisture has started to, the moisture alone, no gel or anything, has started to already curl my hair up. But it just takes it to a whole nother level when you put that gel on, baby. When you put that dramatic definition gel on, that definition is dramatic. That name is not by happenstance. That name is very intentional, because it does definitely make your definition super dramatic, and that's what we want, right? How beautiful is that? I mean, come on. It looks like Rod set my hair, right? And I obviously haven't. You guys saw me do this live. All right, so then I'm just go ahead and do this section. And I'm going to twist it up. And again, for those of you just joining, notice you want that curl to go from root to tip. So I'm putting the gel at the root, and I am going ahead and I'm finger curling. And I'm just letting it do its thing. These are the curls that have started to dry. Right? So pretty. Super defined. Look at that. Look at that. Like, I impress myself. I'm not kidding you guys. The dramatic definition gel might very well be like my favorite product right now. And not just because it's new. Like, I just feel like it's like that icing on the cake that just finishes everything, you know? Now, just so you guys can compare, I just did all this with the gel. I'm gonna take this down so you guys can remember what my hair looked like when you all were like, oh, those curls are popping. So these were the popping curls when I first got on. And they do look great. They have not been defined with the gel though, okay? These in the front is defined with the gel. So my hair still looks good, right? I mean, the curls are still there, but there's a big difference between the curls that have been done with the gel and the curls that don't have any gel or product in it whatsoever. This is product-free hair. This is literally just me washing it, putting moisturizer on it, and then that's it. This is hair that's been defined with the gel. I mean, oh gosh, I love this gel. Yes, Kiki, yes. And Kiki's absolutely right. I'm gonna put this back up because this hair is like all in my face. I need to move it out of my face. Kiki's absolutely right. If it wasn't for the nation, I would have never created the gel. I asked you guys, what is a product that you guys want? And you guys routinely kept saying, we need a gel. Gwen, when you gonna come up with a gel? Gwen, we need a gel. What's up with a gel, Gwen? And I said, you know what? Let me work on a gel for these ladies and these gentlemen because they really want a gel. And we don't have one. We're gonna have to come up with one. So, yes, Kiki. So, shout outs to the nation because I'm always trying to make sure that we are creating products that you need and you want, not just to create another one of many, but to create something that's really, really going to be great. And yes, Ebony is absolutely right. And I'm sorry it took so long, Ebony, but it does take time. Perfection takes time, baby. Perfection takes time. But it did take 2 years. But it took us some time because, you know, I'm not about no mess. I'm not on no BS. If I'm going to do it, if it's going to have my name on it, it's got to be right. Like, we can't be coming out with just something just because, you know, it says gel. It's got to do all the things. Naturalicious is known for creating products that make your life easier and save you time, right? And so that products that are multitasking. So it's like, all right, so how can we create something that's going to not just make their hair, give them the gel that they want, but really is going to be chock full of amazing, incredible, awesome ingredients and save them time and make their life easier. So not only does this gel do this to your hair, but I'm gonna show y'all these edges real quick. And I hesitate to call it an edge control, because most edge controls are very like, they're very tacky. Like, this is not tacky at all. This is very, like, lightweight. Hey, Renata. This is very, very lightweight. Look at that. Look at those edges. So if you're expecting an edge control where you're going to have, like, that super, like, tacky sort of feeling that, you know, yeah, it's like an edge layer. Yeah, exactly, Ava. So it's not going to give you that, like, hard kind of, like, stickiness that most edge controls do. And the reason why we didn't do that is because most of those types of edge controls, they actually take your edges out. They're completely counterproductive to what you want to do, right? And so I was like, let's figure out how we can create a gel that's going to tame those edges, define those curls, give them shine. So this product is actually a 4-in-1. It gives you a soft hold, it gives you definition, it gives you shine, and it tames your edges all in one. So every single Naturalicious product, if you notice, has multi-uses, right? The clay is a 5-in-1. The Moisture Infusion Styling Cream is a 3-in-1. The Step 3 is a 4-in-1. Everything is multi-benefit and multi-use. Yes, it makes them super sleek and super shiny. And so this is the edge. So look at this versus these edges. These are no gel edges. This is edges on the gel. These are my edges on the gel I literally just put on. And notice I didn't even brush it in. Imagine if I had my toothbrush or my brush and I actually brushed it in. This versus this. We don't want edges like this. We want edges like this. Edges. Not so great edges. Great edges. Not so great edges. Yes, Erica, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And again, you guys, like this, like my hair, it looks like, again, like I have like rod set it or I've like done something to it. All I did was put the gel on it. All I did was put the gel on it. It's not tacky. It's not sticky. It's just so... It's everything to me. It's everything. Like if it wasn't my company, you guys, I would have this gel. Like, it is everything. It really is. I've been using it on my son. I sponge his hair in the morning. I spray on the Heavily Hydration Grapeseed Hair Mist. I put on Step 2, and then I put the gel on and I sponge his hair, and his curls just be popping and shiny. Amazing. It really is amazing. And the reason that this works so well is that it's chock full of superfoods. So I'm always talking about how important it is to make sure that you're using excellent ingredients. This gel is not a flaxseed gel, but it does have quinoa in it. It has chia seed in it. It has aloe in it. And I know Renee, who may or may not be on right now, was always talking about how phenomenal aloe is. Aloe is super, super, super moisturizing. So it has aloe in it. Let's see what else it has in it. It has, and it also has, one of my favorite parts of it is that it has protein, plant-based protein, so that your hair is strengthened when you're using it, right? Like, everything is a vegan product, but it's plant-based protein so that your hair is strengthened when you use it. Because a lot of times we be gelling, we be slicking up them edges, and then edges be coming out because we're doing way too much to those edges. But this has protein in it to help strengthen your hair every time you use it. In addition to, yes, superfoods, Tim, like quinoa and chia. And what is good for your body generally is also good for your hair. So I've done several talks on Real Hair Revelations about how important it is to make sure that you're eating right for your body and that you're getting really good nutrients. And so this product has those in it, which just, it excites me so much. So I cannot wait until Monday when it goes on pre-sale for you guys. And like I said, we may even do a bundle with the gel and the t-shirt towel, because the t-shirt towel has been out of stock for a while, and a lot of you guys have wanted it. Yay! Thank you, Gail. You are so welcome. Thanks, Alice. I'm excited. Hey, Raquel. I thought I saw Rito says I have locks now, but we'll be ordering the gel to tame my edges. I'll be using the moisturizing spray also. Awesome, Rito. How is your gel? How is your lock journey going? I know you did your locks a few months ago. How's that going? But anyway, I haven't even styled the rest of my hair, y'all. But y'all want to see the edge thing again? Okay, let's do this. Watch this. I'm gonna take this. Can you see that? And I'm gonna take this gel, and I'm just going, and again, I'm not even brushing it in. Imagine if I actually brushed it in. Look at that. See how shiny it is too? Now this one's been on for a little bit of time. It's still holding my edges up. It's magic. It really is. I'm done. Erica says, I have a pre-scheduled day on my calendar. I am not playing. Tim, what can't you see? He said, I can't see it. Oh, Anna said the video stopped for anyone else. Tim said, I got my recent shipment and I've been looking forward to using the clay. That has been way too long. Aw, yay, Tim. Yay. Rita said, I love my locks. 7 months strong and has grown so much. Yay! I'm so happy to hear that. Yes, you know what? The less you have to manipulate your hair, oftentimes the more your hair grows. That's really, when I wore my faux locks for, over the course of time for about a year, that's really when I saw like a lot of growth. So yeah. Congrats to you. So anyway, I hope this has been helpful for you guys. So again, to recap, the 3 tips for defining every single curl on your hair is 1, water. Water is your bestie. It's your BFF. Number 2, you want to make sure you're moisturizing that hair right after. Ideally moisturizing it when your hair is damp, because that's when you're going to get the most amount of moisture. And then 3rd is to use a gel that's a lightweight, ideally, well, this one's plant-based protein, but a gel that's very, very lightweight that's going to give you a soft, it's going to give you a hold that's soft enough to give you movement, because we want the movement, but strong enough to hold your curls. A lot of times when those gels are hard, they end up breaking your hair off, and we don't want that. We don't want breakage. Let's see. Tim says, for the brush and toothbrush, you prefer soft or hard bristles? I prefer soft bristles for the hair, for sure. Soft bristles for the hair, because you don't want to pull too much on those edges. And the soft bristle brush will get the job done. All right. So thank you guys for watching. I hope this has been helpful. Don't forget that Dramatic Definition Gel goes on sale Monday for pre-sales. Make sure you are on that pre-sale list. The link is bit.ly/new gel drop. bit.ly/new gel drop. That is the link to get on the pre-sale list. All right. And we may do a little something special for those on the pre-sale list. So make sure you on the pre-sale list so you can get the hookup. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. I love you all. Have a blessed evening. And I'm going to go get into the rest of these curls. All right. Mwah. Eva, yes, you can use step 3 after the gel. I actually prefer to use step 3 before the gel, but you can use it afterwards. Step 3 is going to give you the shine and the frizz fighting features that it has, and then the gel is going to define the curl and give it more shine. So I would actually suggest you use it before the gel, but you can absolutely use it after. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Mwah. Bye.